Consumer Watch, American shopping habits are causing devastating impacts across the globe. Nowadays, people are purchasing more fast fashion clothing items, only to get rid of them once they are no longer trendy.
Ready? Okay, let's go. No, some people full-on reject the idea of buying a thrifted item.
But when it comes to thrifting, all of a sudden there's a bunch of questions about where has this been? What do you do with it? Blah blah blah.
Like we do have knowledge on it though. I don't know, but it's kind of spooky.
36 billion, and I repeat, only in the US, 36 billion clothes just get thrown away, and 95% of them can be recycled, reused.
When I was growing up, my mother was very like, my child is not gonna use used things. I want new things for my child, you know? So there's this whole like idea of new things are better, new things are cleaner, new things are all of this.
Kind of get hand-me-downs from like your siblings or like family or whatever. I feel like here everyone kind of just wants to buy it new, like oh it's new, it's got to be better. Do you know what I mean? When I'm half Chinese and half Arab, I'm the founder of Exclusive, and I also do content creation and modeling.
So my name is Meg, and I work as a freelance journalist and a full-time copywriter for an e-commerce channel that's called Aywa.
I'm Yusuf Al-Badia. I'm 21 years old. I'm Moroccan, based in Dubai. I study in Prague City University, Foundation Art Media and Design actually. And a photographer. I'm co-owner of a thrift store, vintage store called Digit here in Dubai. So Digit is a thrift and vintage store. It was my brother's idea actually. It's called Digit, like I said. Yeah, and we started all the way back in 2017. It was actually based in Malaysia first with my brother, and then when he came here, he realized, you know, I can't find like these like unique pieces. You know, everyone is dressed the same, everyone is dressed alike, everyone's dressed from the same shops like H&M.
I think thrifting, I mean, because you're the only one who kind of has the item, no one else kind of has it. Everyone is wearing the same thing as you, but when you're thrifting, you're kind of also helping the environment, and you know, you're finding like cool pieces.
I was walking and I saw someone wearing exactly the same t-shirt I was, and it kind of bothered me, honestly. So yeah, and then we went on and continued with Digit here in Dubai. We have a store based in Al Quoz, Dubai, and we are currently moving to a new location.
Is actually a thrifting scene here. It just made me feel like we are more fashion forward than we think, because thrifting is a huge part of fashion. Honestly, it's the way that a lot of people upcycle their clothes, blah blah blah.
There's just so much clothes going to waste, and no one's like doing anything about it. So it's the whole reason why I started like upcycling things. And honestly, I kind of just wanted to do something different because I don't see it in Dubai. No one's doing it here. But
I try to thrift as much as I can. I try to thrift where I can. But honestly, I'm not happy with how much I thrift, because I don't think I thrift enough as a person. Like as a person that's trying to reach sustainability. But
trap people into buying things they don't need?
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Are you a victim of that?
Of course, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's so many stuff that I don't even need. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I might need these for like winter or something. And then you would just kind of buy it, or even like random like car accessories, or like just like house room accessories, stuff like that. Like just decor in general. Like you kind of just see it and you're like, oh, it's so cheap. Let me just buy it. So
what happens is when I'm thrifting, I'll get excited about something, and I won't wear it for as long as I want, and that just makes me feel guilty.
So yeah, I'm gonna be attempting an installation, and basically this idea came all the way back from semester 1, where we studied site-specific art. So when we were studying site-specific art, I had an idea to do an installation about a huge pile of clothes in Al Sirkal Avenue, and around the huge pile of clothes it would pretty much explain everything, like how much waste is going into these clothes, like how much the environment would be saved if we just recycled, reused these clothes, even upcycled these clothes. and it will have a bunch of information. I'm gonna take it in any serious way. Like I wasn't gonna actually go ahead and do it. It was just something I wished that someday I would do. Franco asked us to do a final major project, and then that's when the idea started, and that's when I was like, you know what, I can actually try doing it, but try something. There's not 100% that it would work, so I don't want to show up to the final exhibition with nothing to show. Like I didn't exhibit it, I didn't do it, I failed. So my idea was, what if I attempt myself doing it, and if it works, it works. I also have a documentary showing how it worked. If it fails, I have a documentary showing how it failed. So it was kind of like a win-win situation. That's basically how the whole thing started, yeah.
Okay, this was the proposal. It was like made on small basic research. It's about thrifting. So basically the project that I want to do is an attempt of an installation. The installation itself, I still don't have like a decider on what I will exactly be doing. Like my aim was a huge pile of clothes, but that sounds really boring, and I don't think anyone would really like come and just look at a huge pile of clothes. I want to make it also something interesting for viewers, which I'm still thinking about. I have some ideas.
Why do you want to do this? What's your motivation?
Like I said, it is to raise the awareness, mainly in the country we live in. Sometimes even a story behind the t-shirt. Like sometimes you find out stories about this t-shirt that teach you a lot. That still is in process. Honestly, the whole installation, I don't know how to do it. So it will need a lot of research and a lot of
have some ideas, right?
Yeah, but some of them I don't think, like the huge pile of clothes, okay, and there is one of them which is okay, the main thing would be a pile of clothes, but also it would be surrounded with t-shirts, and each t-shirt next to it has a barcode. You scan the barcode and you look through like the lifespan of this t-shirt and how much because some t-shirts I found that they have information about what was used, like how many gallons of water, how many how many workers worked. So like you would mention such stuff. Like it would be interesting for people to go around and scan a barcode and to know and learn. It's like learning about a piece of art, but it's just like it's a t-shirt.
Because you said that you're not very enthusiastic about the pile of clothes. Honestly, me neither. And just for one reason, I mean multiple reasons actually, because when you look at it aesthetically, it reminds you like just form, like when you think about formal analysis of the work, it just like it reminds you of waste, right? Like the way it's installed, like it doesn't look in any way visually appealing, you know, as
exactly.
Like I wouldn't want to wear something that was just laying somewhere outside on the ground for, I don't know, an extended period of time. Then the second thing is like, you're talking about sustainability. What are you going to do with all these clothes that you just throw in like somewhere outside in a pile? What are you going to do with them afterwards? Are you going to throw them away? Are you going to put them into your thrift store, but then you have to wash all these clothes, which goes into a lot of waterways, you know, like these sort of things, which are very they're not stupid, but like if you're an artist, if you're a designer, if you're talking about sustainability, then you have to be aware of your process and like the sustainability of your process.
Because obviously the pile of clothes, later on, the more we thought about it, all of us, like not only me and Isa and Franco, we thought it was like something not so exciting, not so appealing, because at the end it was something appealing to the audience, because I'm trying to motivate people to buy thrift, not make them run away from it. Yes, I know, but if someone just saw the pile of clothes and did not bother to read, I think that would just push them away from the thing. I decided to throw the pile of clothes thing out. Maybe I regret it, maybe I don't know honestly at this point, But yeah, we moved
So
on to the,
installations, like within, like in your thrift store even,
Mhm.
like create, like little scenographies that will maybe attract the customers or be like visually pleasing, like this sort of store design that a lot of
Okay.
people do, and see if you can do something interesting with it.
Okay. I'll see.
Yeah, so just to play around a little bit.
I had to obviously find a plan, and the plan for me first, like with Isa, was to make a mind map, that would help me navigate my way through, know what to do, know what needs to be done, and so on. So
So basically, the main thing is thrifting,
Mhm.
and it goes two ways, either installation or documentary. I can tell half of it is not filled because I'm still lost. So
Mhm.
in the installation, there is the interactive part, which so far I only have this, which is story behind each piece.
Mhm.
The raising awareness, I didn't write anything because I feel like it's kind of the same thing what I'll be doing here. The documentary part, uh, obviously the raising awareness part, which is the main whole thing about the documentary. Attempt an installation, it worked, happy days. It fails, raise awareness. That's it. If it's more, because also sometimes I even have multiple now I can show t-shirts from the night. It isn't even has a date, 1999.
Okay, cool.
It's NASCAR t-shirt from 19. I even have a Kobe Bryant t-shirt, uh, like very rare piece, and I'm refusing to
Okay.
sell it. I am keeping it for my grandchildren.
Yes.
I have all of them here. I can bring them.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it. Cool. Okay.
Yes, so this is the Kobe Bryant,
Nice.
and this is like really hard to find, and it's the official one. This one is the 1999.
Oh,
It
that's
has
really cool.
it was white, but I tie-dyed it because it had a
Nice.
lot of stains, like
Yeah.
yellow harsh stains, so I had to tie-dye. And it says the date, I don't know if you can see,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
1999.
yeah. Yeah.
Basically, it's older than me.
For next time also, another
Mhm.
task, write, so create two stories about like one piece that you choose, like one shirt, one piece of clothing. One is like rooted more in reality, like that, okay, Kobe Bryant, basketball, whatever, like be really like fact based. And the
Factual,
second
yeah.
one, yeah, do go into fiction, like really like it's imagine like who could have worn this t-shirt, like what did the t-shirt feel when it
Yeah,
was
like I can
worn,
make a demographics, for example, something that just hit me. Like I can make a demographics of people who might have worn this t-shirt. Someone
yes,
who
yes,
now
yes,
is 80 years old. You never know.
yes, yes,
His
create
son,
stories,
yeah,
but
yeah,
tell it from the perspective of the t-shirt, not of the human.
yes, yes,
and
yeah.
the
Okay.
first t-shirt I picked was the Germany 1996 to 1998 kit.
So the t-shirt I'm wearing now is actually a 1996. I stole it from the store and I took it home and I'm wearing it now. I did like a quick research. I've gone through every single match they played during those years and they only wore it once. Surprisingly, I don't know why. I don't know. I had to go to the matches that time between the age and I've like gone through a couple of links of demographics of German football fans in general, like it's a broad thing, and I've just took some small information and made it because usually one thing Germans are a very regular football fans because it's the only ticket in Europe that is super cheap. And to this day, it's still super cheap. He went to the Germany 2006 because this was a big advertisement for him to not forget. Why he threw the shirt, I would never know, honestly. And yeah, the factual part is this t-shirt actually came all the way from Algeria. My friend in Algeria who works with me like as a direct supplier because I trust him. to find me like the vintage pieces. He has an uncle who owns a warehouse and he gets clothes only from France. So that's why I'm saying it was found in a ball coming from France. And this is the picture of the t-shirt without the advertisement, the World Cup advertisement. And it arrived to Dubai on September 6th. Put the camera up and we put the t-shirt. And me and my friend who works with me in the store, we were just basically coming up with ideas of where do you think this t-shirt came from? Like realistically, and what material, who, and then we were searching. It was basically researching about this part, like how many times was it worn. We kept on searching one by one, like match by match. I go to Google and I write Germany matches in 1996. I see the whole list.
How old
Germany. Here, this t-shirt older than you, man.
Hey man, I'm not old.
You're born in?
1995.
This is 1996, bro. It's the same age, no difference. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me set up the camera.
On to the globe. I sketched it out. I remember when I was sketching, I sketched out a globe and I had a great idea actually. And water.
I have to rotate it. But yeah, you can rotate your head, it's fine. It was two ideas of what the pile would be like. Because not a pile, I want to make it look like a globe. So that's the only idea so far in my head.
Okay.
Looks like a fire hose, which let me show you here as an example. So basically I did research about denims and then so long, so much point that they can even stay for more than 20-25 years, but the production is crazy and it takes a lot of water and so much and so on. So the idea behind the water hose is because it consumes a lot of water, and I got an idea that making this next to the it's not circular at all. It's not circular, and that's because when I tried doing it, I realized that it needs to have a figure from inside holding it. So I didn't have ball, I didn't have anything. So I took a bag and I filled it up with clothes and I made it look like a ball, and then I piled it up with jeans. Still isn't perfect, but then that gave me another idea. I basically know these
doubts, but it's more about seeing how you really like put the object together, because if it's like flat on the floor, I'm not sure if it will look that good. I think it has to be lifted from the floor a little bit.
And obviously, it's all just sketches at the end of the day. We don't know if it works out or if it does not work out. That's when the mini installation thing started. And Franco was showing us an artist, completely forgot his name. And that's when he started showing us the idea of his miniatures. And he asked us to do a miniature. So I went ahead and I did the first one. And because obviously my project was meant to be huge, human size, even bigger. I tried making it like this big, if that makes sense, this big. And it looked horrible. Honestly, it was not nice, not appealing. In my head, it was obviously perfect, especially the water hose idea. Completely bashed it out of the window after doing that, like a horrible idea. Very bad idea. I remember so giving us an absolute lecture. I wish the recordings weren't deleted, but he gave us a proper lecture, do something about it. And I was like, if you look around in your house, I'm pretty sure you have 90% of the material, if not all, that you need to make anything. I remember in my sister's car there was like cardboard laying around. God knows for what reason, but it's been there for years and years. So I just went and I nicked it, I took it, and obviously we sell denims in the store, and we have some boxes here of like a pile of denim. So I went and I nicked one as well, and I made canvases out of cardboard. I made everything out of the cardboard, and the globe. At first, I was gonna use this ball thing. It makes like a sound. It's a gift. It's a Chinese gift. It didn't work because it's too heavy. So and then I just went and used aluminium and covered it with denim, and everything was absolutely covered with denim. And even the stand where I kept the globe, I think it was a spare part for one of the sinks. Everything is in your house. Really, if you just look around, you do not have to go and waste and buy new stuff around before you go. I think it saves you a lot of money. It saves you a lot of time. And yeah, and I think that was a kickstart of the vision. Yes, in the mini installation, there was one thing missing.
It's nice to see you guys again. I haven't seen your faces in such a long time.
What else did I do? Nothing much, I will not lie. There was an entire week. I think if you saw the email when I missed class, that entire week, Yusuf was a missing human being.
Okay.
I wasn't able to do work, honestly, because I wasn't home either. I was staying in a hotel and yeah. So
Okay.
regarding these 3 canvases, I'm gonna do a mix of textile, fabric, art canvas. I don't want to like draw something and then end up doing something completely different. So I'm just gonna get I have already 6 massive canvases, and my friend who's a textile designer is gonna give me all the scrap fabric, scrap fabric paint and everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and experiment with, not really experiment, but make as much as I can. There is no really a specific idea of what I want to do,
Installation.
but
But where am I gonna keep my work? So obviously I have to find the gallery, and obviously to find the gallery, I need to have a proposal, and to have a proposal, I need to have an idea of what I'm doing. I need a final work. So it was a real struggle to come up with a proposal that contains nothing so far. So I went on to some galleries. The first time I went, it ended up raining, so I had to leave early. Okay, so we're gonna enter this gallery. We're gonna try our luck. It's not allowed to film inside, but let's see what we can do. Okay, let's go. Hello, how are you? So I want to ask, because I study and one of my projects is to find where I can exhibit some of my art pieces.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask if I would like to exhibit it somewhere here.
Right.
What would be the procedures?
Best way I would recommend is to possibly just email your portfolio that you have already. We've got art@masaria.art.
Okay.
That's probably the best way because that goes straight through to management.
Okay.
If you WhatsApp us or just general email, it doesn't really go anywhere.
Okay.
So art@masaria.art is your best bet.
Okay. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Amazing. Okay, that was a successful mission. So let's see what happens. Oh shit. No. Is it wet?
Yeah.
So we only got to visit one, and then it started raining. So I think everything is gonna close, and I think it's time to cut it short for today. I'll try to visit another time, but for today I think that's it. So yeah, let's just enjoy the rain, I guess. So I had to leave early. The second time I went, sadly, I just went there suddenly, and I did not plan anything in advance. I just went there and went around and asked random galleries. I sadly have no recording of it, but I might recreate it. But yeah, I went and asked a couple of galleries here and there, and I was asking them, oh, can I put it here? Can I put it here? And each one, obviously, they're always interested. Some of them, it's a money thing. If you're gonna bring them money, they'd be more than happy. If you're gonna pay, more than happy. If it's free, they'll obviously think about it. If it fits the month, because every month they have a theme. But yeah, there was one person who owned the gallery, and she gave me the email. I went on to send and never got a reply, and then she gave me at the same time a WhatsApp number of the person. So I went on and I messaged the person, and he seemed fairly interested. Yeah, he was interested in everything, but eventually things got complicated because I do not have anything to show, and yeah, just got very complicated. Then, I obviously tried a couple of other areas and galleries, but he was the only person who was responding. And let's call him the Moroccan guy, like Franco said. So yeah, every time I would tell him the idea, he would be like, show me, and then we can talk about it. But obviously every work that time I used to do was never something I would want to put out there. It was always something like, do I really want to put it out there? It's not 100% sure. I'm not happy about it. So obviously I'm not going to go out there and put something I'm not happy about if I know I can do better. So yeah, I kept on working, and then one time he offered me on the 15th of December, which was kind of impossible for me because I had nothing done, honestly speaking. I had one work, and that's not enough. And I had the t-shirts. Obviously the t-shirts are always there, always ready. One time he completely stopped responding, so I decided to go and see what's happening.
محال وشحال. Yeah, that's. So my main aim was here. However, sadly, the place is now closed, and the other one is under renovation.
Yeah,
But
it shut down. It's no longer open. So, like, it was a hope gone on where will I put it, what, how, because I think I was putting too much hope into that, too comfortable that, I'm gonna display it there. But obviously, yeah, he shut down, so I had to look for an alternative. Need water, I'm sorry. I was one day out breakfast with a friend, and I was thinking of using metal when it came to the globe. So she told me, why don't you try this bonsai tree? You can do it yourself. And I looked into it and I was like, you know what? That's actually amazing. I can do it, but instead of then adding other materials, because what I see people do is then add chains to it and stuff like that, I add denim, and it speaks a lot because it looks like a dead tree, and like the denim is coming down and stuff like that. So why not do it? So I went to this place that sell material that is left out in construction areas. That start making people question, why did he do this? Like, if you look at something and you know what it is, you're less likely to go to it. That's me at least. But if I look at something and I'm curious, I'm gonna approach it and start questioning, what is this? why, how. For example, this piece that I did, it's called Work Unfinished. And the way I made it was with Isa. So me and Isa decided to.
Okay, before we go into like studio mode, I would like to ask you if Saturday for the video workshop, hour and 10, so until 16:40, that you are going to work, you're going to set up your laptop somehow in front of the paintings so I can see what you're doing. But basically, you're going to work on them. You're going to work with the text. So you have some references to like the Moroccan, right, patchworking. So maybe like try to replicate some of that. I'm going to be here. You can, if you have any questions, you can ask me. If I have any notes, I'll also let you know. I'll give you feedback on what you have. But like, I also want to see you work on the things and yeah, like we have to produce the content. Otherwise, if we don't show anything, then you don't show anything, then I mean, it's also going to be my problem because I'm kind of responsible for your work and Anas. So,
I mean,
but yeah,
there's always a documentary, so it's okay.
yeah. But
One day I was sitting here with my mom and she pulled out a picture of my ultrasound, me back then in Jeddah. And I saw it and I was like, this is something I should do. I looked into it. I spoke to Isa, I spoke to Franco, my advisors, basically. And they told me, run it, do it. Eventually, I found a laying cardboard canvas, you could say, it with the used denim. It was a jean, some denim jeans my sister had, black denim jeans my sister had forever, and they're torn. So why not make a use of them, honestly? Every single bit of the jeans was used. I did not leave a single bit of it. Once I wrapped the denims around it, around the canvas, it was perfect. It was perfectly done. I went on and started using bleach. Yes, I know bleach is not very eco-friendly, but it was honestly the only way I can do it. And so yeah, once I did the ultrasound, the first one, I think my entire family, which are my first #1 fans and the viewers, they loved it, honestly. They thought it was an amazing idea. And then when I showed it to my advisors, they also loved it. And Franco told me something which I tried doing, which is
of consistent work, a series based on those, I think it would be very nice. The one that you showed me is beautiful and it's very captivating. It's very, if I saw this in the gallery, I would go like, that's interesting. It's very consistent. If you can make it see one, this is the problem, I think. Many of these works are beautiful if you repeat the choice for 2 or 3 or 4. If you put there the 3, the ultrasonography or whatever it's called,
ultrasound.
One version of that, one version of a painted of a canvas with fabric, and one looks like a group exhibition, but if you focus on, you make a selection of this, and in my opinion, this version with the ultrasound is very nice. If you focus on this and you repeat that, because that is simple, it's basically denim used as for a reason, because it's only denim, because it's not denim and stitches and color and blah blah blah. Denim is not one material together with others. Denim is the only material. You are talking about denim. there. The first question into people's head is like, why the fuck denim? You know, and that's exactly the point. You're talking about it. Two things appear there: denim and the ultrasound. These two things. So the immediate connection into the viewer's head is like, why is this guy showing ultrasounds? Like, why is this sound connected? Why this guy connected the idea of birth of life with denim? And it's not easy to find an answer to this question. It's not, when it's too easy, it's cheap, Yusuf. When it's like, because it wants to say that, blah, 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 then it becomes illustration, self-explicative. Then it's like, and not interesting. But when you let people in front of it for a while thinking, why? Or you push them to look for more information to understand the work, you did your job well. Because then they look for information. And if they look for information, then you tell them information about how this fabric is destroying the planet. And then it's, but this remains connected to this little question mark in their head. Why the baby? You know? I think this is the best idea that I've seen from you, even though I'm curious to see the hanging the hanging paintings, or the paintings with the abstract composition made with fabric. But this is definitely the best work that I've seen. To make it perfect, I think, perfect, or even better, let's put it like this, you should be working on two things. One is the repetition of this. One work on its own is nothing. Two works is a lucky strike. Three works is a concept. So if you go 1, 2, 3, it's a aha. If it's two, it's a game. If you can repeat this is the first thing. Make a series and be as minimal and as autistic as possible. Repeat. I know that's gonna look like maybe in the second one you can change something. Fucking don't. You have to stick to that. Denim and scans. That. And I would be really as autistic as I look at this, as autistic as possible. Repetition of the format.
Supposed to do 4, but I ended up doing 2 because I'm running out of time. And the truth is, at the moment, time is very short for me, and I do not have the time to work on 2 more because I will need to go find 2 more similar canvases. At the end of the day, I am trying my best to only use as much recycled material as possible. So yeah.
Great. So how are you guys? How was your break?
It wasn't a break, but it's good.
Yeah.
Have you considered setting it up in like a different space, like not even a gallery, but like something of your own, and inviting some people to see it? Because I think it would be a shame, like since you worked on the paintings and the tree, and like I could see it being curated in a way where it develops some sort of like thread, like a narrative, right? So I think it would be a shame to just abandon things just because, you know, the institution you want to work with or will accept some of your work.
Okay. So there is no other way to end this documentary apart from cake. Cheers.
And cats.
And cats. I don't know if they can see cats. The reason I don't. Huh? My mom's, yeah. No, sorry. It's because I did an installation, you know, successfully. Baba, شو تحرك نفسك? Down. Down.
You have to sit here.
Down. No.
Why?
Look at him. The reason we don't have a lot of people. This is based on invite only. And I invited only 3 people. And yeah. He is the 3 people. Only one showed up. So it's a good way to end it with just cake. What do you think of the installation? Wait. What do you think of the installation?
I love it. Big fan.
And thank you for visiting.
And he didn't force me to say that.
Exactly, yeah. So it's been a pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed the documentary. And a plane is coming now. Goodbye.
Just say a little prayer, get your money, man. Life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away, and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. Shit, I wish that we can hold hands.
I really hope everyone enjoyed. I'm really thankful for everyone that supported and joined. All the classmates, all the teachers, advisors, everyone from Franco to Isa to Sandra to Olena to Katarina to everyone that got involved in it, because honestly everyone was. And yeah, hopefully someday we